Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Huskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. It's Jackson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Jackson. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throwing right. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Saying, just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets a block. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Julian with the play fake. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Now here's Sayet. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll try it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Ready? 129, 129. Go.
Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back has it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Working that left side now. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Check. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They're working that left side. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are often tough.
There's a crease. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
14. Go.
Got his man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Offense in a bunch formation. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. release on the RPO. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air, it's Calandria. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just... get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got his man on the outside. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Might be changing the route.
Sweep.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, say it. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure, and they got him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers, taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it's Pitt sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which
makes the grab in their space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He wants to change this route.
Hey, take it. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Moving out to the right. Keeps it and gets the first down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
There he goes. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here.
Red 18. Red 18.
Direct snap. Stuffed, stopped, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. On the run, it's Jackson. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the pummeling has started. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work. Caught, and he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Huskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to fight.
Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. On the run, it's Jackson. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Offense in a bunch formation. Just feeds the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's got him in the flat. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The run inside. It's West. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense drags him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And tackled there by the defense. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Tavian St. Clair. He's going to run it. Inside the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's West. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Bounced off his feet. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's on. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like we've stopped them all game long. Like they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, it's Ives. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.